Learning how to make new friends is one of the most important and practical skills when studying any language, especially German at the A1 beginner level. At this stage, your goal is not to hold long or complex conversations, but to successfully start simple dialogues that help you get to know someone. This involves mastering basic greetings, personal introductions, and asking or answering simple questions about someone's name, origin, age, and hobbies. These foundational phrases are essential in everyday interactions, whether you're meeting classmates, coworkers, or strangers in a casual setting. In German-speaking countries, social interaction often begins with polite, clear exchanges. Using the correct phrases confidently can create a good first impression and help you form connections quickly. To start a conversation in German, begin with a friendly greeting. The most common and neutral greeting is Hallo, which means hello, and can be used in both formal and informal situations. You can then follow up with Wie heißt du, which translates to What is your name? This question is informal, appropriate when speaking to people around your age or in relaxed environments. The correct way to answer is Ich heiße your name, meaning I am called your name. For example, Ich heiße Maria. After answering, it is polite to ask the same question in return using Und du, which means and you? Another common question is Woher kommst du, which means where are you from? The answer follows the structure Ich komme aus country city. For instance, Ich komme aus Italien, I come from Italy, or Ich komme aus Berlin, I come from Berlin. If you are speaking in a more formal situation, such as to a teacher or someone older, you would use Wie heißen Sie and Woher kommen Sie. Formality in German is shown with the pronoun Sie and is important in professional or respectful contexts. Another common part of basic introductions is asking and stating your age. In German, to ask someone their age informally, say, Wie alt bist du? Which means, how old are you? This is commonly used among peers or younger people. To answer, say, Ich bin Jahre alt, which translates as, I am years old. For example, Ich bin 20 Jahre alt means I am 20 years old. Numbers in German follow a different structure than English. 21, for example, is said 21, literally 1 and 20. Knowing the numbers from 1 to at least 100 is crucial at the A1 level, as it will allow you to understand ages, dates, prices, phone numbers, and times. In formal situations, the question becomes Wie alt sind Sie? Sharing age may not always be necessary in every conversation, but it is helpful in social situations where people are getting to know each other. It also helps in contexts like enrolling in courses, attending meetups, or filling out basic forms, where age is a common detail to provide. Once introductions are made, a good way to continue the conversation is by discussing interests or hobbies. A common and useful phrase is Was machst du gern? Which means, what do you like to do? Or more literally, what do you like doing? This invites the other person to talk about their favorite activities, which is a natural way to discover shared interests and deepen the conversation. To answer, use the structure Ich gern, which means I like to. For example, Ich spiele gern Fußball. I like playing football. Ich höre gern Musik. I like listening to music. Or Ich koche gern. I like cooking. You can vary the question slightly with Was sind deine Hobbies? What are your hobbies? And a common answer might be Meine Hobbys sind Schwimmen und Lesen. My hobbies are swimming and reading. When learning, it's effective to memorize 5 to 10 verbs commonly used with gern to express interests. This includes spielen, play, lesen, read, schreiben, write, kochen, cook, tanzen, travel, and schwimmen. Mastering this structure helps you engage in conversations and express yourself more clearly and naturally. If the conversation is going well and you want to propose doing something together, you can extend an invitation using simple and polite phrases. A very useful question is Möchtest du? Which means, would you like to? For example, Möchtest du einen Kaffee trinken? Would you like to have a coffee? Or möchtest du spazieren gehen? Would you like to go for a walk? Another variation is wollen wir, which means shall we? For example, wollen wir ins Kino gehen? Shall we go to the cinema? To accept an invitation, respond with ja, gern, meaning yes, gladly, a friendly and enthusiastic way to agree. If you prefer to decline politely, say nein, danke. Using these expressions allows you to smoothly shift from a casual conversation to a possible shared activity, which helps in building real friendships. These phrases are also useful when making plans with classmates, language partners, or social groups. Below is a full beginner-level dialogue using all the vocabulary and structures described above. It demonstrates how a typical A1 level conversation might unfold between two people meeting for the first time. Hallo, wie heißt du? Ich heiße Ben. Und du? Ich heiße Anna. Woher kommst du? Ich komme aus Deutschland. Und du? Ich komme aus Frankreich. Wie alt bist du? Ich bin 22 Jahre alt. Was machst du gern? Ich höre gern Musik und tanze gern. Ich spiele gern Gitarre. Cool. Möchtest du einen Tee trinken? Ja, gern. When learning how to make friends in German, understanding key grammar rules is essential. Start with personal pronouns: ich, I, du, you, informal, sie, es, he, she, it, wir, we, ihr, you, all, informal, sie, they, and sie, you, formal. The choice of du or sie depends on the level of formality and relationship with the person. Informal speech, du, is used with friends, peers, or younger people, while formal speech, sie, is used in professional or respectful situations. Next, master verb conjugations of essential verbs like sein, to be, and kommen. For example, sein is conjugated as ich bin, du bist, sie, es ist, wir sind, ihr seid, sie sind. The verb kommen follows ich komme, du kommst, sie, es kommt, wir kommen, ihr kommt, sie kommen. These conjugations must be memorized to speak correctly. Also important is the use of gern after a verb to express liking something. For example, ich spiele gern Tennis. It is not a secret verb, but a modifier that changes the meaning to like doing. Practicing with flashcards, repetition drills, and daily conversation practice will improve your grammar application. Making new friends in Deutsch doesn't require advanced vocabulary or grammar. At the A1 level, your objective is to engage in simple, clear, and friendly exchanges. Focus on memorizing basic phrases, practicing common sentence patterns, and building confidence in using them. Repetition and active use in real or simulated conversations are key to retention and fluency. Begin with short greetings, introduce yourself confidently, ask questions to show interest, and use polite expressions when inviting or responding. These skills form the basis for more complex interactions later. Once you're comfortable with these basics, you'll find it much easier to socialize, build relationships, and immerse yourself in the language in any German-speaking environment.